Yes, I'm here, Bernice. Look, I've got nothing to give you. I know you want an update.
Terry, that is not why I got you up here. I am not the one applying the pressure. We have been summoned by the State Attorney General.
Bernice? What, he running for Premier? Wants to make sure this case doesn't come back and bite him on the bum?
That may be so, but whatever his motives, we can't ignore him, so polish your shoes, practice your manners. Come on.
Right, well, I won't waste anyone's time here. I need to know the status of your investigation into the murder of Juliet Gardner.
Well, these are early days yet, sir.
I need you to be straight with me, Bernice, because what the Tribune is spinning is pretty unsettling. This article says reporter Juliet Gardner was close to uncovering corruption in regards to the Major's conviction. What do you know about that?
As much as you do. Sir, what you read in the paper is their take on the motive for this murder.
Speculation that we're trying to stop.
Is there anything in your investigation which supports this?
Yes, there is, but investigation is the key word. No facts yet, just a possibility.
And it's just one line of inquiry.
Is there a police cover-up or not?
I can't answer that yet, sir.
You know that I was the prosecutor in the Dane Major's case?
I am aware of that, yes.
That trial had a profound effect on a great many people. For me personally, it gave me a public profile, enabled my move into politics.
Hence your interest.
It's not just my reputation that I'm concerned about, Commander. I hold the position of Attorney General. I am the custodian of law in this state. Now, the public need to have absolute faith in my integrity and therefore the integrity of the justice system.
I agree, sir.
There can be no questions. Everything gets done swiftly and by the book.
Deep Throat sent a message a few minutes ago. He's agreed to meet up. We're just waiting on details.
Who are you meeting?
Juliet Gardner's source, ma'am, Deep Throat. We've made contact. Reese is posing as Tim Paget.
Am I hearing you correctly, Sergeant?
Yes, ma'am, you are. Deep Throat thinks he was the shooter's target, which means he may have an idea who the shooter is.
So you got one of your detectives impersonating a journalist. Is this really the best avenue of inquiry?
Well, at the moment, ma'am, it's our only avenue of inquiry. We need to use the paper to our advantage somehow. They're not giving us anything.
Yeah, they're too busy taping private conversations.
This is a really good opportunity for us.
Oh, sorry. Mapplethorpe?
Jen, I think I found something. Can you meet me?
Yeah, where?
At the morgue. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, I'm on my way. Sorry, Sarge, got a lead.
Go.
Excuse me.
Ma'am.
So what are you planning?
Well, once we've established the meeting place, we'll position people at all the exit points.
It's him.
Come on.
Tim speaking.
Queen's Park, City.
When?
3 p.m.
Hi.
Ronnie pulled some strings.
Why here?
Well, we can't exactly do this in the office.
I know this place has always been busy, but this cannot be the attendance logs for 1 week.
Whole of that year, sorry. The guy in document storage said that they had a problem with silverfish infestations in the facility. Things got moved around. This year got muddled up.
Infestations. Lovely. So, what week are we looking for?
Second week of July.
And when we find it?
Okay. Dane Majors claimed that the discovery of the murder weapon was a setup. He said that the club that I found wasn't his, even though the same one, same brand was missing from his golf bag.
And that relates to morgue attendance records. How?
DNA and blood samples from Tani's autopsy were stored in the morgue labs.
Right, and?
When I found that murder weapon, I was super careful. I wore gloves, did everything by the numbers, bagged it, tagged it. I know that it wasn't tampered with.
And what clinched it as a piece of evidence?
Tiny trace of Tani's blood on the club head, even though it looked like it had been vigorously cleaned.
So you're wondering, if the club you found had been planted, how did her blood come to be present on it?
Right. If it was a fix, someone had to access those blood samples. Second week of July.
Third bench along.
In position, Sarge.
You get that, Dunny? Loud and clear, Sarge.
Anyone see possibles who fit? Let's just keep watching.
Reese, once we realise he's talking to Deep Throat, then we'll move in. Sarge?
Who do you think Deep Throat is?
We're about to find out.
Yeah, OK.
Hold position, Duncan.
All right.
There's a bin in front of you. In the bin, a blue plastic bag.
OK.
He's a no-show.
I won't be meeting you. Maybe the next instalment. I'll be in touch.
Sarge.
What's he left us?
Yeah, I don't know yet. Let's hope it's a smoking gun. It's a police roster from 2001.
It's Nick's old crew. Dalton and Nick, they're both listed.
So why is this guy circled?
Jack Enderby would have worked the Dane Major's case too, but according to this roster, he was on leave when the case went to court.
So why does Deep Throat want us to know that?
Well, let's look him up in the system, find out where he is now.
Matt.
You shouldn't be
Yeah,
here.
I know, but you need to hear this. This is a copy of the morgue attendance log, 12th of July 2001.
The day before Nick found the murder weapon.
The person that signed in was Jack Enderby. Now, he was a detective on our team. This is our breakthrough, Matt.
We believe that Jack Enderby accessed Tani Major's blood samples from the morgue lab.
He got the blood, he put it on the golf club, and he planted it in the Major's house for me to find.
It's a good theory. Trouble is, it's contradicted by a document we received from Deep Throat today.
What document?
No, police roster that says that Enderby, he was on leave in July 2001.
Yeah, he spent a year working in Cyprus.
So, he couldn't have tampered with the evidence.
Okay, so we need to find Enderby and check out his story.
Well, his story ended in 2006. Finished up in the job 2004, and then he died 2 years later of a heart attack. This is his retirement letter here.
Sorry, mate.
No. Hang on, look. If that is Enderby's signature, then that definitely isn't.
Someone falsified the entry. Forges Enderby's signature knowing he was away overseas.
Someone with an understanding of more procedures.
Familiar enough with security that they didn't bother to check his sign-in.
Bruce Dalton.
OK, Jennifer, take Duncan. Pick up Dalton. It's time to talk to him again. And you, go home.
Daughter, Mr. Proctor, your son-in-law has always claimed to be...
Don't even call him that, OK? As far as I'm concerned, he was never that. He may have been a hero to you people, but to me, he was a vicious thug. End of story.
Yeah, not quite.
Print media are suggesting that they may have been wrong in condemning Dane Majors 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, the fact that they changed their tune is more about them jumping on the bandwagon than it is about the truth. They're full of it.
Matt, how are we going with Bruce Dalton?
Dalton wasn't at his home and he didn't show up for a shift today either.
Anyone have any idea where he is?
No, we've put a calof out, him in his car.
It's not at his house. I'll let you know as soon as we find him.
Okay, thanks.
Get some sleep.
Bruce.
Been reading the papers, Nicky? Listening to the radio and the TV?
You want to come in?
Could I ask you why your homicide buddies are knocking on my door, mate? They're coming to my office asking questions about me.
You have to ask them that. I've been suspended.
Temporarily. They're after my skin. Permanently. They asked me to present myself for an interview. Again.
Just some details, that's all.
So you do know.
I know that somebody signed into the morgue during the Dane Majors trial. I think whoever that was got some blood samples to use as trace evidence on a golf club, and I think that that golf club was planted for me to find!
You think that, do you? Well, let me tell you. I don't think I can be the scapegoat for this Dane Majors thing.
Why would you be used as a scapegoat, Bruce, unless you've got something to hide?
How many times have you seen a man walk on a technicality? We all knew that bastard did it. It was just a low-life hiding behind his celebrity.
Bruce.
Don't pretend you didn't twig to that evidence. You wanted him convicted as much as I did.
I'm not going down, Bruce. I'm taking you in. I've already informed my sergeant about the plan of death, Bruce. I just need to know, Bruce. Did you